Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies.
Good evening, beloved. We are the NAACP Forum. We are Brockton's choice for civil rights news. Listen, I have Phyllis Ellis with me, the president of NAACP for the local Brockton branch, and I have two individuals here from the AXO program. But we would be remiss in acknowledging the loss of our beloved mayor, Bill Carpenter, on July 3rd of 2019. Mayor Carpenter was one of the hardest working mayors that I know. Quite frankly, it's a tremendous loss to the city of Brockton. I know that President Ellis did a beautiful, beautiful letter with respect to his loss. Do you want to comment on that at all?
Well, Mayor Carpenter and I had a great relationship. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. But I am so sorry that we lost him so soon. We had a lot of things to do in Brockton that's still undone, but I am hopeful that his legacy will continue on with the work he has done.
Quite frankly, I think that his legacy will continue in all that met him, all that came into contact with him, which is the greater Brockton community. So again, to his family, our prayers, to the city of Brockton, our prayers. But we're here with two extraordinary youth of our AXO program, something that Mayor Carpenter had championed. Phyllis, tell us a little bit about the AXO program.
The AXO program, the AXO stands for Afro Academic, Cultural, Technological, Scientific Olympics, okay? The Brockton area branch reestablished the program in 2015. And since 2015, we have always competed in the national AXO competition in the various cities and states. And we've been very, very successful. 2015, we brought home 2 silver medals. 2016, we brought home the gold. 2017, we brought home the gold. And 2019, by golly, we brought home 2 gold medals. Can we say students of champions?
There you go. I would clap for that. There you go. So we have in the studio today 2 gold medal winners, Julia June as well as DeAndrea Nofre. Now I'm going to go to DeAndrea first. Did I say your name correctly?
No.
See how embarrassed the bishop is? So it's DeAndrea? DeAndrea Nofre. Nofre.
Yes.
I got it right now?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to allow you to go first. Tell us, how did it feel going to the national competition?
It felt honestly great.
That's okay. It felt great?
Yes, because honestly, making it to national, that like before they announced the winners, I already felt like a winner because it's just
wow. Confidence, yeah.
Love
Confidence.
It. There you go.
Because it's just surrounded by a room of a lot of people of color with a lot of talent.
Right.
And I'm surrounded by.
That's okay. You're surrounded by
People like you.
Yes.
You can say it.
And it's wonderful to be surrounded by people like me because as a Haitian American, it's good to know about my background, and it's good to be around people like me because, in today's world.
So you believe that collaboration is helpful?
Yes,
You
definitely.
also believe that having kids around you your same age that are trying to achieve is something that is needed for your development?
Definitely.
Does that make sense? So tell us a little about, so what are you studying, or what was your particular item all about?
So the category that I was in was medicine and health.
Oh.
And my project is the effects of alcohol and aspartame on the heart
you have a
rate.
little pointer there.
Yes, I do, in fact.
Okay, wait a minute. So let me get so the effects of alcohol and aspartame on the heart rate of, that says Daphnia magna?
Daphnia magna.
See, I'm getting there though, I'm getting there. So in a nutshell, well, are you a health science nerd or?
Yes.
You are. So this is, now, do you come from a family of physicians, nurses? Or is this just your thing?
Well, I always grew up just like asking doctors questions, and I always told my
Oh.
mom that I want to be a doctor, like as
Awesome.
little.
Yeah.
And my mom, for a while, she worked as a OB, and like one of those assistants with the babies.
Right.
She worked with that along.
So it's
a
fair
lot.
to say that this is in your blood.
Yes.
All right. Health sciences, medicine. All right. Tell us, what did you present at the AXO competition?
So my project was on the effects of alcohol and aspartame on the heart rate of Daphne magna. Now, alcohol acts has a depressant, which lowers bodily functions, and then aspartame acts as a stimulant, which increases bodily functions.
Yeah, but I've seen that word aspartame on my Mountain Dew, my Diet Coke, my Pepsi. Is that the same chemical
Yes.
that's in our
So
diet sodas?
Aspartame is an artificial sweeteners, and usually people go towards artificial sweeteners because sugar contains calories. And, they want to lose weight, so they go towards like that Diet Coke, which contains aspartame.
So is it dangerous?
Yes, it has some negative impacts.
Wait a minute, I'm going. So now I'm going to say this, and I know people are going to push back on me. So we like our Pepsi. So listen, are you trying to say I'm sitting here with my macaroni cheese, my collard greens, but I got my Diet Pepsi with the aspartame in it? That's a problem.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead and explain this. Phyllis, did you know this?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Learn something new every
yeah,
day.
exactly. All right, go ahead and explain it then.
Okay, so basically I exposed Daphne magna, which is a tiny crustacean. They live in freshwater environment. They're about 0.08 to 0.20 inches.
I'm sorry, what is it?
They're, as you can see right here, these are pictures I took on my own from the microscope. They're transparent crustaceans, so basically you can see all their organs. So that's why I use them as a model, and why I expose them to alcohol and aspartame. I feel like they would be the perfect model because I didn't have to
my.
dissect them or anything compared to other organisms where
Okay,
I'd have
all
to
right. So
dissect
the
them.
audience is going to be interested in knowing. So
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah.
pull out some hot questions here. So wait, I'm sorry. Did you go to like a pond in Brockton or somewhere? Where did you get these from?
The easiest way was to order them off of Carolina.
What's
So,
that?
Carolina is like a website where you can just order like a lot of stuff. that
And
has
this
to
stuff
do
will
with
come to
science.
your house. These
Yes.
little
Yes.
insects.
So they
or-
come in a small container, and it's about 30 to 40 Daphne magna, and it depends when you buy them, but they're usually about $30 or $40.
And your
and
parents
it's very
knew that you were
expensive.
ordering, I quote, Daphne magnet to their house.
Yes,
Okay,
I always
all
told my
right.
mom like I need
Okay.
your credit card so I
So
can like
you got
order
the credit
them.
card. Okay. Oh, okay. And these. Okay, I'm sorry. What are they? Are they like? They're alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
What made them?
Um,
I mean, are they from fish? What are they? I know people are wondering these questions. What are they made of? Like fish? What are they?
they're crustaceans. So
I know, but what
they
does
have
that
like
mean to me, crustaceans?
their like outer layer is made out of carpus, which I can't completely explain. If like it's just I
But
just
there's
know
something
it's made
that's
of
there.
carpus.
There's something that's in water.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Go for it. I'm just. Wow.
He still doesn't get it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying.
Yeah.
To. So you
Yeah.
needed to basically use something to do some biology on, in a nutshell. Okay, go for it.
So the first substance I exposed them to was alcohol, and I found out that there was a 46% decrease when it came to their heart rate. So basically what I had done,
No. How did you monitor their heart rate?
okay, so basically what I had done was I'd put them under a microscope.
Yes.
From the container, I would extract them with a pipette and I put them under a microscope, and then I
She's good. Okay.
And then
all
what I
right.
had done was I counted for 10 seconds and I multiplied by 6. And the reason why I didn't count for 60 seconds is because they have rapid movement. So if I just counted that long, my data would be more irreliable, not as reliable as I wanted it to be.
Okay.
Very good.
So I'm going to ask you what most people are probably ask. How did you get access to alcohol?
Basically, I had to use isopropyl alcohol, which is very toxic.
Okay.
And I originally wanted to use ethanol, but I didn't have any access to that. I went around like asking like all the labs in my school.
But your point is that has the same effect if I were to say put a droplet of Heineken. Would that have done anything to them?
Yeah, I feel like alcohol.
You know what Heineken is, right?
Beer.
alcohol?
Yeah, a type of alcohol. Okay, maybe we should.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she doesn't.
she doesn't know what so,
That's a good thing.
yeah, that's a very good thing, actually. That's okay. So if we drop brandy or vodka in it, would it have the same, exactly, would it have the same effect?
Yes, it would definitely have the
Okay.
same depressive effect, because like with the alcohol that we consume, it has 5% alcohol in alcoholic beverages.
Right.
But I use isopropyl alcohol, which, because that's some circumstances, but I know isopropyl alcohol, you use that for like wounds, but it can be very toxic to humans, because with ethanol, we have this enzyme that can break it down to acetic acid, which then can be broken down to carbon dioxide and water, which is not harmful. But unlike isopropyl alcohol, there's no enzyme, so if someone like digests a lot of it, that'd be very toxic because you can't break it down. So it's
Okay,
just
so
not
just to give you a heads up,
poisonous.
you already sound like a doctor.
I'm telling you.
She sounds like a physician already.
She's awesome.
Okay, go ahead and give us the outline here.
So I initially thought, with my hypothesis for the alcohol, I thought that if I expose Daphne magna to alcohol, then the heart rate will in fact decrease, and that's what happened. So as you can see here, here's my y-axis, and this is the heart rate, and then the x-axis is the trials. Now, each trial is a different specimen, and I did 5 trials. You know, ordering the Daphne magna was very expensive, so that's why I did 5 trials for each.
Makes sense, right.
So there was a 46% decrease. So the blue is the initial, because I thought it was important to measure the initial heart rate before I even expose them, so I could have something to compare it to. So what I had done was I did 2 drops, 7% and 14% to each specimen. And as you can see here are the drops, the 7%, 14%, the red and green, and you can see that major decrease compared to the blue one.
Okay.
And then I moved on to aspartame. Now aspartame, the axes are similar. You know, I did the same experiment, the same procedure where I had to make a solution. And the aspartame I ordered was pure powder form. So
Okay.
So I initially thought that if I add aspartame to Daphne magna, then the heart rate will in fact increase, because, like I said before, aspartame acts as a stimulant.
Right.
And that's what happened. There was about a 10% increase. As you can see here, the colors align with these colors. So you can see like the increase. And then I wanted to combine them, because I know that when people tend to combine like alcohol, and they may combine it with like a Diet Coke, which is not good, because with alcohol, 20% of it is absorbed through the stomach, and then it goes through the bloodstream. And if you combine that with Diet Coke, that will disrupt the process, making one more intoxicated.
Okay.
So what I had done was I did 3 different mixtures. One mixture had more alcohol, one mixture had more aspartame, and the other mixture had an equal concentration. So throughout my mixtures, there was a depressive impact, meaning that alcohol had more of an impact than aspartame. So I noticed.
So you're saying the alcohol is better than the aspartame?
No, I'm saying that when it comes to what impact it will have on the heart
rate.
that the alcohol had more of an impact on the heart rate.
So my Diet Cokes are okay.
No.
Wait a minute. To a certain extent, I mean, you understand that collard greens and Diet Coke go together. Collard greens and macaroni and cheese go together. So I mean, you're asking a whole generation of people to give up on their Diet Coke. It's going to be a problem. But go
Maybe
ahead.
you can drink once a while, but like just to drink it all the time, it's really not good. And
Okay.
may lead to decline in health. So one thing I noticed is that when I mix them together, as you can see here, you can see the little aspartame particles, because I ordered powder form, so you can see the powder still there. And here's like the Daphne magna right there.
Yes.
So I wanted to do research on why it wasn't completely soluble and why it didn't dissolve. So I found out that aspartame is dependent upon pH and temperature when it comes to solubility.
Okay. Okay. Audience, are you all following what you just said? I believe you.
I think she stumped her judges.
Yeah, I believed you. Go ahead. So the salt, it didn't dissolve.
Yes, it just became sticky almost, and every time I tried to mix it, it'd either go up or it'd go down or it'd just like float, which I really wanted to find out why. And I feel like this is why alcohol also had an advantage, because it didn't get a chance to fully dissolve.
You said that word again, advantage. Okay.
Yes. So I found out that with the solubility, aspartame likes to have like a room temperature, which I was at, but with liquids it likes to have about a acidic pH, which is anything below 7, which is neutral. 7 is
Okay.
neutral. So water is neutral, but when exposed to carbon dioxide, that becomes a little acidic, but not as acidic as aspartame would like, which is a pH of 3. And then with alcohol, it's also a little acidic. It's like the pH of 5. So that's the reason why it's somewhat dissolved, but not completely.
In a nutshell, what are your findings?
So my findings are that alcohol and aspartame have a negative impact on the heart rate. But I want to point out the fact that with...
You can turn back and face the camera. Okay. Go ahead, point it out.
So I want to point out with the fact that with the aspartame experiment, my measurings were wrong. So as a solid, you're supposed to measure it by grams, but I just went ahead and did the procedure itself.
Okay.
So I wanted to find out if my data is really significant. So I did this thing called the p-value, where you enter all your data in the computer, and it just determines the p-value. Now, the p-value determines its significance, and p-value is a number between 0 and 1. So, and if it's if it's 0.5 and below,
Okay.
then that means that it's significant. But if it's higher than 0.5, then that means that there's...
Let me guess, what was yours?
Mine, okay. So for the 8%, it was about around, maybe like about a 0.53, no, 5.3, around like, it was higher than 0.5.
Okay.
And then for the 16%, it was about 1.4, which shows that it was insignificant, even though I used like higher concentrations than even like the human would consume, because I know that there's like 125 milligrams in like Diet Coke, but like
Okay.
You see why she won gold?
Yes, I understand, yes.
You see why she won gold?
So let me just ask you, just to jump to this. First question I know people are going to ask, the Daphnia magnet, did they like pass away, expire?
Yes.
So they died, right?
Basically, their lifespan is supposed to be up to like 56 days. But when they're in containers, they're very stressed. And sometimes if they're like red, that can mean irritation because, you know, the packaging and how they're
Right.
moved constantly.
Right.
So when they're in containers, their lifespan is actually very short. It's like 1 to 4 days, or they can even show up dead. Then that's happened to me where I just had to order a new batch,
Oh, wow.
$40 again.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. And when she came out of her, with her she said, I said, well, how did it go? She said, I think it went well, but I wanted the judges to ask me more questions. I said, it was probably stumped.
Because I am.
Probably
Because I am.
stumped them. That's why I didn't ask
Oh,
you
no.
more questions. Yeah, that was excellent.
That was
Our
excellent.
goal.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like yours was significant, that we took up a lot of time. So let me just ask you, Julia, you also won gold. So tell us about your sculpture. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's sorry.
Okay, so my sculpture is made out of all recyclables. It's made out of anything you could find, like newspapers. You just need like a block of wood and like a piece of something down the middle. This side represents Haiti and stereotypes, because I don't know what it is.
What do you mean, Haiti and stereotypes? What do you, give us some examples.
Okay, the Caribbean. What do you think? Like when you picture the Caribbean, the islands.
I picture clear water, white sand.
What about
Yeah, it's
you?
the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I find. I'm sorry.
Same thing. I think of like palm trees.
Yeah.
What
Nice
about
weather.
the people from the islands?
What do you mean?
Like the people who are originally from the islands, who live on the island.
Oh,
Like not
yeah.
only in the cities, but in
Right.
the countryside.
Ah, I see. Well, that's.
We see where you're going.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
see
Proceed.
the Diversity Commission sees where she's going, so I'm going to be like, keep going.
Go ahead.
And it has that negative effect wherever I go, because my mom is really proud of my culture, and so am I.
Right.
So whenever someone goes, oh, Haiti is wonderful, but the Haitians, I don't know how they do it.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh,
hey,
okay. All right.
we could build from the ground up. That's what we've been doing. Port-au-Prince is the main city, so you hear a lot of people coming from there. But but Haiti is just not that one city. Haiti is the people from the countryside who learn to build their houses from what they have, from the bamboo, from the palm trees. And this is like a great example because this isn't clay or wire or stuff that normal artists would want to build with. This is actually recyclables. This is stuff you would find in Haiti. So it's kind of like, okay, I am Haitian. Yes, we are from the island, and yes, we do have a bad rep, but I could also create something beautiful like this.
And you have, and you absolutely have. All right,
Love
that's
it,
it, that's
yes.
it.
Okay.
So this looks two-sided. What's up with that?
We got another side.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my. Okay. What's this all about?
Okay, so this side is inspired by my female ancestors. A big one is my mom. She,
That's good.
because not only is she like my mom, but she's also my friend, but not really. You
Right.
know what I mean.
No, I know. There's a line. There's
Yes.
definitely a line with,
Yes.
with moms. Right.
She had a lot of like influence in me. She didn't want me to stay like closed-minded. So whenever she got the chance, we would always be traveling, whether it be Korea, Italy, Texas, wherever.
Okay.
She would open my eyes. And it's like, not only did past female ancestors fight for themselves,
Yes.
but for us, they also fought for their right to speak up and like to show, okay, you could come here, but you have to respect me and what I say.
I like it.
Wow.
And she's 13.
Right. And so what's the flower all about?
The flower, I wanted to do like a national hibiscus. The national hibiscus flower of Haiti is all red, but I am first, second generation Haitian American, so it's like, I like purple. Purple represents me, and like, I might not grow up from Haiti directly, but I still have Haitian blood in me. I still got the culture. I still got the people from Haiti.
Wow. Now, what were you up against? You have yours. Clearly, you went over the top. What were you competing against? And let me just ask. This question can be for both of you all. What do you think your toughest competition was in the room? Do you all know what was before you?
I know mine.
Oh, do you mean like an exact project?
Yeah.
Yes.
What other
Yeah, other
projects that
projects
you
in your
said
category.
you were like, that project may win it?
So there was this girl sitting next to me. She actually won silver, and
Well, that's what she got. I'm sorry. I'm on TV. I'm sorry.
but her board looked really nice, and she just looked very confident. And I was right before her.
Yeah.
And then when she went, she really like went well, and like the judges were there for a long time. So I was like, it seems like she has.
They spent time with her.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
what about you?
Okay. So the judges, to me, they were so unbiased because it wasn't judging, it was more like a conversation, like a one-on-one for everyone. So you didn't get to see their facial expressions. They kind of spent the same amount of time with people. And I saw these two really great projects, and I'm just like, it's okay if I won bronze. I'm okay with that.
Really? Would you
Yes.
Which one did you want to talk about?
Oh, yeah,
So-
exactly.
The chain one?
No, there was this lifesaver one that was
That
like,
one was so pretty.
I know, it was like a green lifesaver. And I felt like it would win gold because not only was it just, she did it herself without like a teacher, a mentor, whatever,
Oh.
but it was also like representing her grandfather and like what he meant to her because he passed away. So not only did she have that sculpture, but she had a picture of her grandfather and the mini lifesaver. And I was like,
Yeah, but one of her judges said she wowed us. They have never seen a project like that at AXO.
and the other one, her sculpture wasn't, I didn't feel like it was all the way there, but her presentation and her meaning was
great,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The statue of the African lady, that one? Or-
No, it's the all metal one where you see like a human and then it's wrapped around in chains.
Oh, that,
Wow.
yeah, see, I saw that one too.
So when you look at your sculpture, what are you next working on? What's your next project?
Are you competing next year?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
My next project.
I mean, how do you all do this one? Seriously, I mean, that was
So would
just
you be
perfect. Yeah.
competing in sculpture again next
Yeah,
year,
how
or
do you
something
gonna-
else?
I might do biology.
You can do
but
both, you know.
I
Does
really
that mean you're going to be ordering lab stuff like she did?
Like, oh,
probably
God.
because I want to work with you have neurons in your joints and like stuff like that. And I learned that like herbs and medicine and like how you cook your food could also help it. So I'm trying to combine that with neurons and to see if there's like a balance where
oh,
you could.
Pat.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we have Pat in the background.
Yes.
Pat, you got a good one.
Pat,
Yeah.
Stem.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
that's great.
Well, I'm going to tell you, both of you all's projects are extraordinary. And I'm speechless. I'm just speechless.
So, Dee, are you competing next year? I want to get this on the air. Are you
Yeah.
competing next year?
I definitely want to, and if I compete next year, I definitely want to do something in the STEM category again,
Great.
because that's like where my true passion is.
Okay.
And for like arts, it's whatever comes to mind. It's a pop.
All right. 'Cause
Well,
this is
listen,
awesome.
our gold winners are here, and they've done tremendous. This is they're can you say yeomans? You can't. I don't know if you can say that. Extraordinary work here. That's all I can say. And I don't know if kids need to know that they can order stuff online like that. They can order Daphnia magna, and it comes alive or dead. But I can tell you that this has been, thank you all for coming in.
Very insightful.
Very insightful. I know that, Phyllis, that there's some things that you are leading the community on. I know that you have the August 8th. Tell us a little bit about the nominations that are due in.
Well, we have our 65th anniversary on November 16th at Lantana's. And what we do at the anniversaries, we award people in the community, people in organizations. So we will be giving out 5 awards. And I'm asking the members to nominate a person or an organization that fits the criteria of each award. And those nominations are due August 8th. You have to email them to me. They're right around the corner. So if you have a person in mind for community service or a person in the NAACP, a person can win that.
Good.
Pioneer Award.
Tony
We have
Branch.
a young adult award, 16 through 25.
Oh.
And I think we have an educational award. Yeah. So,
Now, you also are leading a candidates night for
yes. Meet the candidates.
Meet the Candidates. Tell us when
We
that's
have
gonna be.
so many candidates this year. It's going to be August the 10th at Brockton High School, 2 to 5. We're going to have candidates for mayor, city of councilor, school committee, and the ward councilors.
That's
And
right.
I want everyone to come out. We need to get a look at all these candidates so we can put the name,
The face to
the
the
face
name.
to the name. So please come out on August the 10th, Brockton High School from 2 to 5.
DeAndrea and Julia, you all are going to have the last word. Just so I know we got about a minute left. So what are you doing in terms of school? Where are you going to school?
I'm going to school at Archbishop Williams in Braintree. Sorry.
That's okay. In Braintree, and you're
Yes.
doing very well there?
I'm a rising high school sophomore with a B+ average.
Wow. DeAndrea?
I attend Foxborough Regional Charter School, and I'm a resident senior.
Wow. So we have the cream, and you're Brockton residents.
I'm Brockton resident.
You're Brockton resident. You are. We're going to get you home. Listen, the cream of the crop was in this room today, the NAACP Forum, talking about the AXO program. Phyllis made the announcement of some of the programs that she's leading across the city. Listen, great work is being done at the NAACP. Stay tuned to the forum when we're online. NAACP Forum, we are Brockton's choice for civil rights news. Take care.
Till earth and heaven ring with